family, three daughters. Among daughters in Trichy and Kerala, two children is the norm. So when after our two children were born, we were thinking, okay, two daughters is enough. But then we had second thoughts. What about having a son? So naturally, all of us were very keen. Lot of pressure from my parents, my sisters, my brother, everybody saying that okay, there should be somebody to keep the family tradition on. And so ultimately, my Lilliputty got pregnant. So everybody was betting, okay, whether this is the girl people. There are a lot of customs. Lot of customs, like try seeing which way the coin will turn, and 99% people said it is going to be a boy. And so everybody was hopeful. My father was very hopeful, very sure this is going to be a boy. My mother was very, everybody was, there's no doubt about it. It is a boy. The abdomen is small. So it is. No, but when he is born, what was born was a very crying, dark skinned, not very beautiful baby. But I think but she had a vengeance. When she grew up into a most beautiful girl we can ever have. And every stage, I don't know, we never told her that you are a surrogate son. We never told her, but somehow she sensed that she's a son equivalent, and she wanted to prove that at every stage. Every stage she wanted to excel. And in your dance, wherever is music or sports, whatever you want to study, and I think she has been more than a son to us. So thank you. Okay, so I think it's open to everybody. Okay. Okay, who is order?
Cousins, friends, cousins.
Sisters. Because I think it's very confusion.
Sisters and cousins.
These kind of responses are always will be very
She has been always very lively and cheerful. Like we both were kind of a bit silent in our terms. She has been good in everything actually, in academics, everything. She has been very lively, and she brought a lot of cheerfulness into our this house. And and she's also very emotionally attached to all of us, more than like she's very she's ready to help anyone, her friends, or she has a lot of friends, she keeps in touch with all of us, and that's one thing.
Okay, good, very good. Tulasi, your turn.
Ever since I was young, like I think played most with her because my elder sister was mostly because she was elder and she had to study, and so I was always I played most with her as a child. So I was up to most mischiefs, and I think she also got in trouble at times. I remember once I wrote on the wall with leaves. I wrote Amrita's name on the wall, and Appa had come and he scolded Amrita because he thought that it was Amrita who had written it. But as soon as Appa started scolding, she started crying. So even before Appa could find out who actually did it, so everybody thought that it was her. So I have got her into trouble many times. And she's the only person that I fight with and I get angry with. I never fight with anybody, I never get angry with anybody. So she somehow has that thing to irritate me. But she's also one of my closest friends.
Right, great. Well done.
I will go next.
Okay, I think we've got the Roy is.
So I met Amrita for the first time when I came to meet Indu in connection with my wedding, right? Basically as part of seeing would be, and Amrita was like a bundle of energy even on day one, right? She was preparing for her 12th, and that was the first time I met her, right? She was very lively. She was wanting to kind of be friends, right? I think that was one of the first things which I observed about her, right? The second thing was, in many ways, I'm a very planned kind of person in my life and very methodical on certain things. But I kind of felt that Amrita was more about impulse and doing things out of interest, right? And I think both approaches work, and I think Amrita has proved beyond doubt that passion and interest in something and pursuing it is a way to do well in life. You don't have to necessarily plan everything out, right? And that's something great. Be it about getting admissions, be it about finding jobs. I think in all these aspects, I think Amrita did very well, and she's kind of fiercely independent at some level, right? She doesn't want a lot of advice, but I think that's also a good aspect, right? I think even I don't like a lot of advice myself, but the point is if you kind of have it in you to do well, and you can take yourself forward, I think that's what matters, right? And right, I think, and she has a good heart. I think above everything else, I think what I think about Amrita is she has a good heart. She may not always say what she really likes, right? Or if you ask her, you may not directly get a very straight answer. But that's secondary. I think at the end of the day, I think what matters finally is whether you are a true person, whether you have a good heart and whether you want to do the right things, right? She stands for a cause. Thank you.
Okay.
I must say that I don't know Amrita that well to say many things, but when I got married to Tulsi, I was very interested, very happy that I'm getting two sisters. Little did I know that I'll get one sister and one kid brother. Amrita, from whatever little I know, is very independent, very confident of herself. Knows, I think once she sets her mind on one thing, she has the ability to pursue that and go for it. And credit should be given to Appa and Amma, because I think they have enough confidence in Amrita to let her go and support her whenever she felt the need to. I respect Amrita for many things. First and foremost, for being a sportswoman. Second, for the extreme love that she has for her sisters and for her parents. Tulsi, I know, is very busy, but I've seen that Amrita takes pains to keep in touch with each one of us. Many things. I respect her for the cheerful, exuberant person that she is. And I respect her for the fact that she has gone alone in Singapore, established her fort there, achieved friendship, that is the main thing, gone to US, got settled, found her soulmate. These are things which normal people, I'm sure that many of us will find it difficult. So you have it in him, you have it in you, and all the best. We are all here to say that whenever you need anything in life, we are all here to serve you. Always.
ഇത് മലയാളത്തിലായാലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല കേട്ടോ. അപ്പം നമ്മൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ തുടങ്ങിയത് എന്താ കാര്യം എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഫോർ ദ ബെനിഫിറ്റ് ഓഫ് അവർ പീപ്പിൾ ഫ്രം but they can also understand Malayalam because by this time Amrita taught them enough Malayalam. So I don't think, don't feel ashamed if you think that you are comfortable to speak in Malayalam. Okay. ഇനി കസിൻസ് ആരാ ബാക്കിയുള്ളത്? നമ്മുടെ ആരതിക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാനുണ്ടോ? അല്ല, ആരതി നമുക്ക് വിനീതാണ് ആദ്യം നല്ലത്.
ഇത് തയ്യാറായിട്ട്
കുറച്ച് സമയം കൂടുതലാണ് ആലോചിക്കാൻ.
I think one word, I think I have a great deal of admiration for her. Karnam, I've seen a lot of people who are academically good, but along with that, she's good at studies and sports. I love sports and she's pretty good at it. She's a great athlete. She's won national level medals. To carry forward both her interests in sports and academics. So I was at Harishri for 2 years. And I keep on meeting people and she's a very popular lady out there. Amrita gave her stands for excellence in Harishri.
Wow.
And she's turning out to be a role model for all of us to follow, all the younger cousins. Fiercely independent, academically good, good job, life partner decisions. I think she's setting a pattern. And modern, rather president. So I think it's brilliant and I think we have to emulate it now. I mean, has to follow.
I thought other people, your father and mother will think that you
No, those who are seeing that Facebook upload, then they will get a clear picture what he is going to do in future.
Okay, nice.
That's it. I mean,
Thank you.
I know she'll do well in life.
Okay, thank you. Then we will come say senior.
അമൃതയെ കുറിച്ച് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഓൾവേസ് തിങ്ക് പോസിറ്റീവ്ലി, നമുക്ക് പോസിറ്റീവ് എനർജി തരും സംസാരിച്ചാൽ. പിന്നെന്താ, എല്ലാം പോസിറ്റീവ് വേല ചേച്ചി എടുക്കുള്ളൂ. നെഗറ്റീവായിട്ട് എന്തുണ്ടെങ്കിലും ചേച്ചിയുടെ ഇതില്ല ചേച്ചി, എല്ലാം പോസിറ്റീവാണ്, ചേച്ചി ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി ആണ്.
ഇനി നമ്മുടെ
first of all, Amrita, congratulations on your official wedding. I really hope Rohit was here because while growing up, only Rohit and I felt a real affinity towards Amrita because both of your sisters graduated and went out of the show. But Rohit always said that Amrita is my favorite sister, and I'll definitely come to her wedding, but he didn't listen. But I hope your husband takes care of you and takes better hairstyle options than the current.
Otherwise, you will ensure the
And listen, and because you chose a person from a different community and everyone accepted it so welcomingly, I hope that my parents also do that.
Now all bad, all sisters.
21 years minimum age ആണ് അറിയില്ലേ?
I'm ready to make fun.
21 years.
16.
Okay, I think there is something to be, careful about all that.
Burning for my sisters and
Okay. So, who else? Anaga is.
സൈസ് അനുസരിച്ചാണ്.
I'll be discussing no marriage issues here. Just about to be 16.
And you are afraid about the stair from that corner.
Okay, jokes apart. Okay, whenever I come from Gujarat to meet my grandmother, I just come here and look at this photograph. One by one, when everyone used to get married off, then I used to see Amrita Chechi's photos and God, she's so small and she's so cute. And then really one cannot believe that she's getting married now. Okay, then the next thing I used to see was her medals and her trophies. And my Amma was like, Mole kandota. So she was always setting up stones for us to follow, and we could blame no one if we take her as an idol. So it's just fantastic that we're getting married, and keep setting up stones so we get new ideas.
Good. I think we have, in that generation, Shilpa also can come in, even though she is not exactly. You want to talk about it? You want to? No problem. Okay. So now I think.
Aaron.
You want to speak?
No, thank you.
No problem. Nabi, you want to speak about your anything? Do you like him? Like her? Do you like her?
Amrita?
Okay. So Amarina is very special for him also. Okay. Now I think. No. Same level. We should not give the last chance to them. They should come now forward. Okay. We want to know how things were in Singapore. Did she show any inclination towards this kind of finding a partner? A lot of things. Because we get always more perspectives about Amrita when you people speak. I'm eagerly waiting for your comments. Right? Who wants to speak?
I'll start.
Right.
So I've been knowing Amrita since year 1. We were in the same batch, and she, me and Sneha spent a lot of time together. She's like the smartest girl in the bunch, helping us with all the projects and assignments. And as for what you said about finding a guy and that, no, Amrita was never like that. She was just always happy. We will tease her with everybody. She took it on sportively, and she was like the best friend one can have.
No, were you surprised when you learned that she has found somebody within 3 months of
I wasn't surprised because my case is kind of similar, but I wasn't really surprised, but I was just very happy for her that she found her partner.
Okay. Good, thank you.
Okay, so I would agree with everyone who said that she's very, very good at heart and she's great at academics and good at sports. I would like to add on to one of her more merits is that I got her into Kathak, and she did amazing, and she actually performed in 2 of NUS shows, which are big stages, and it's in one of the better stages in Singapore. And then one more show we did workshop, and she did great as well. So she has this talent of picking things up and pursuing them, and she wasn't disheartened if she couldn't do it at first. She was like, okay, I'm going to try this. I remember we had this piece where we did 29 spins, and she just practiced, and at the end we got it. So this is her spirit. I think she should just continue on till forever, and then she'll do good at that.
Right. No, that reminds me because that Kathak, when she was talking to us very excitedly about that performance and training, and she used to send pictures and also periodically tell us how she is doing. And my wife was always blaming me because I discouraged her to learn dancing. Now, my reasoning was I thought probably dancing is something you can do only when you are at a particular age, and after that you cannot go for anything, and so you have to discontinue. So I thought probably some sort of a musical instrument would be better for these guys, and so we hired a violinist, a guitarist. So we trained 2 years, and under 2 years I realized they are not going to be a good guitar player. Now after this newfound affection, love to the guitar, dance, and my wife is blaming me. Amrita was telling all the time he wanted to learn dancing, and I discouraged positively. Now see, look at her, she is so excited about it. So I think I am guilty about it, Amrita. Okay.
But let me assure you, she hasn't lost any of those years. She's very good at picking up.
I see. So I think there is still a future for. No, she is very much interested. The way you saw her just now, she is excited about dancing. Okay. Who else? Yes.
Shall I go?
Yes.
So, I've known Amrita since in university, and I've actually been her roommate for nearly a little over 2 years. So I have some of the weirdest stories to share. A lot of people here have talked all good things about Amrita. All the first time.
You're going to say bad things?
Weird things, let's say.
Okay, nice.
Well, no, but I've actually like known Amrita as a really nice person, but also a crazy fun friend who's ready to step into any random, spontaneous, totally stupid idea that you come up with. I remember we'll wake up at 11:50 a.m. on Sunday mornings and run to the engineering canteen to make our way to the McDonald's before their brunch menu was on. So that was like a routine. We'll wake up at 11:50, wake up, and in 10 minutes we'll be at the canteen to get our food. There was that. Then there was a time when we actually, our first cruise trip ended up with us being in a boat with old Chinese ladies gambling. It was a gambling cruise. We had no idea. It was all old ladies. But we still managed to have fun there, just the two of us.
And you gambled?
We played one game. We actually won money. We actually made up for our trip costs and we still wrote some stuff. So the first time lucky thing there. So there was that. Other than that, the one thing I would say about Amrita is that she's really calm, she's composed. I tend to be somebody who's overexcited about things, and Amrita is always balanced, able to bring things in sync and stuff. Yeah. And that's not only the case when she's talking to others, but there have been so many times when I get excited. I'm like, Amrita, that person was totally rude to you. That person totally was wrong to you. You should, I'll get all agitated. She's like, no, Madhu, I think look at the other person's point of view. And she actually would say that and do that even when I feel like people are being mean to her. She would still look at the other person. So it's not just prescriptive. It's not something like, oh, you should do this. She actually took it. And yeah, that's basically it. And I'm really happy to see you here. I'm very happy that you're getting married. I'm very, very happy it's with Arun. And I'm totally excited.
Right. Now comes the most eagerly awaited comment that the longest friend, Vinita.
Most of our relatives probably already know me. I spent my whole life in this house, it seems. Except for a few years since she was in Singapore. I can't remember a time when I was in her friends at all. I mean, we just went through high school and +2 and it was the best times of our lives. And like Madhu saying, she has all those good qualities, but we grew up together. So like I remember her running from home without even brushing her hair just to make it to the assembly. And sometimes her cycle will break down halfway, or she forgets that she brought the cycle. All those things used to happen. And sometimes she has to leave the bag outside the school compound because she's late to rush to the assembly. All those things used to happen. And in school I was her biggest cheerleader when she was running, because I am not at all a sports person, but I was the biggest fan, although we were in different houses. And it was a big blow to me that she was going out of India to study, because it means that you are going to something. But I have to say that what everybody said, how much she tries to make sure that we always keep in touch. Because even though I was still in Thrissur, I found it a lot more difficult to keep in contact with her, because my courses were not as easy to adjust. But she made sure, that's why we are still such good friends. And although I haven't met Arun, I hope that what Madhu says right, and that he is the best person for you. Although I should hate the person who's taking you away from me, I can't imagine that he could be a better person.
No, he's not taking
He's
it.
very happy.
Nothing of the
Yeah, I know she wants to come back to India, so that's my only hope. I hope he also wants to come back and probably meet and be friends and have families who live next to each other. But I wish you the best, and you're the best friend that I've ever had. And I hope we'll still be best friends.
Okay. And then Abhinav. Anybody else? No. Everybody is spoken? All right. So Abhinav, okay, be careful. Don't praise Amrita too much. Obviously, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
So I know Amrita for over 4 years, just over 4 years. And whatever everyone said, I don't actually believe. Because whatever I have seen, either sleeping You make plans with her which never work out because she wants to sleep longer. And activity-wise, except for badminton, I've never seen her actively participating in things.
It's a contra view.
But there is a bit of kind of a parallelism as well. She's a very patient person. One very good quality about her, she doesn't care about what other people are thinking, and which I learned from her as well. I was a bit there, and now I'm becoming a bit more. She doesn't care about how she's getting dressed up, what things people would say, and very fun to be around. And academically, I don't know how good she is, but she was the first girl programmer I have ever met, and someone who actually loves programming. It's very difficult to find a girl who loves programming and actually doing that job, and she was one of those persons. Really happy to be here. I haven't met Arun, but he should be not as good as me, but she.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. Yes?
I have this weird conspiracy theory that Amrita, while she's all nice and calm and on surface, she's actually a secret superhero in history. Because anybody who has shared a room with her, and everybody here is warned, and especially Arun who's not around over here. When she sleeps, that's when you'll see her. Sometimes she'll furiously be muttering something away in some language, which people
It must be Malayalam only.
No, I swear, it doesn't sound like Malayalam. It sounds like some alien language, I'm telling you. She has an alternate life, and that's basically, she might be a superhero in
Okay, but she was muttering all the time. We should warn Arun also.
Exactly, I was like, he should be that's all. I think they're warned.
Okay, so I think we'll have comment from Nilgiri, and then it is open to anybody, because there is no point when the senior people will be, there is no, there's the Nilgiri's. Amrita.
മറ്റവരൊക്കെയാണെങ്കിലും അവർക്ക് ആരെങ്കിലും മതി എത്ര ആരോഗ്യം ചോദിച്ചാലും അവർക്ക് അവസാനം ഞാൻ അവർ വിചാരിച്ചു അവർ ഞാൻ നല്ല അമ്മയാണ് പക്ഷെ ഇവളായപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് തോന്നി നല്ല അമ്മയാണ് അവിടെ എന്നോട് മാത്രമല്ല അവിടെ മറ്റേ എല്ലാവരും കളിച്ചിലായിരുന്നു അവള് ആരോടും
അവളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഒരു സംഭവം ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സംഭവം അനക്ഡോട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും സംഭവം അവളുടെ സ്വഭാവത്തെ കാണിക്കുന്ന
എപ്പോഴും കരയാന്ന് ചെറിയ പാകിസ്ഥാൻ കിട്ടാ തെറ്റിയാ അപ്പൊ കരയാം അന്നത് രണ്ടോടെ എഴുതുമ്പോഴല്ലോ ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതോടെ എഴുതുന്നു പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന് കരയാം എപ്പോഴും അങ്ങനെ അവര് പഠിപ്പിക്കുമ്പോൾ അവള് പഠിപ്പിക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല എന്നാലും എന്നെ പഠിപ്പിക്കണം അവള് പഠിപ്പിക്കാൻ നോക്കിയാൽ തെറ്റിയിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആകെ കരച്ചിലായി പ്രശ്നമായി വഴക്ക് പറഞ്ഞു
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ നൈസ് ഇനി ഫ്രീ ഫോർ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും അളിയന് എന്തായാലും സംസാരിച്ച് പറയാനുണ്ടോ അളിയൻ ബിക്കോസ് അളിയൻ എപ്പോഴും നന്നായി സംസാരിക്കുന്ന ആളാണ് മാത്രമല്ല ഈ കുട്ടികളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിലെ ഒരു നല്ല നല്ല നിലയ്ക്ക് അളിയൻ അവരുടെ അല്ലല്ല കഴിഞ്ഞു യങ്ങർ പീപ്പിളുടെ കഴിഞ്ഞു ഇനിയിപ്പോ വലിയ ആൾക്കാരുടെ ഒരു ബ്ലെസ്സിങ് മതി ബ്ലെസ്സിങ് ആണ് അതിനകത്ത് നമ്മൾ പൊഴുത്തലല്ല അത് അധികം വലിയ ആൾക്കാർ അധികം പൊഴുക്കാൻ പാടില്ല അതല്ലാതെ ഒരു ബ്ലെസ്സിങ് പറഞ്ഞു
നമ്മളെ പ്രസന്റേഷൻ അത്ര ക്ലിയർ ആകുമെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. ഞാൻ ഇവര് 3 പേരും കണ്ടതേ ഇതിനെ മാത്രമല്ല ചന്തു ആണെങ്കിലും തുളസി ആണെങ്കിലും അമൃത ആണെങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾ അടുത്തടുത്ത താമസിച്ചോട്ടെ. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങളൊരു കണ്ടീഷൻ ഉണ്ട്, ഒരാഴ്ച ലില്ലിക്കുട്ടി എന്തെങ്കിലും സ്പെഷ്യൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഐറ്റം ഉണ്ടാക്കും. ഇല്ല, ലില്ലിക്കുട്ടി സ്പെഷ്യലിസ്റ്റ് ഇൻ മേക്കിംഗ് കേക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളങ്ങനെ വീട്ടിലും കേക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കാറുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളതുപോലെ ഇവരെ 3 ആളെയും ഞാൻ സ്കൂളിൽ നിന്ന് വിളിച്ച് എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോകും, എന്നിട്ട് അവിടെ ഉണ്ടാക്കും. ഒരു 3 ആളേനെയും ഇവിടുത്തെ പള്ളി പെരുന്നാളുകൾ, ലൂർദുള്ള പെരുന്നാൾ, പുത്തുമുള്ള പെരുന്നാൾ ഒക്കെ കൊണ്ടുപോകാറുണ്ട്. അപ്പം അമൃതനെ ഞാൻ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്ത് പറഞ്ഞാലും ആദ്യം ചാടുക അമൃതയാണ്. ഇവരൊക്കെ പിന്നെ ചേട്ടാ എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു ചിലപ്പോൾ ഹിന്ദുവൊക്കെ, പക്ഷേ കുറച്ചും പോലും. പക്ഷേ ഹിന്ദുവാനെ കുറച്ചിങ്ങനെ പിൻവലിക്കണം. അമൃതയാണെങ്കിൽ എപ്പോഴും ഓടി വന്നിരുന്ന അമൃതയായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും അമൃത പറ്റി ഓർമ്മിക്കാള് തുളസിയുടെ കൂടെ ഞാൻ ഒരു കാല് വീണിട്ട് കാല് വരാണ്ട് കിടന്നു. ആ സമയത്ത് തുളസി